Hey guys, morning. Morning. I said morning, it's not morning. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project, self-therapeutic multimedia project for me to solve the problems and challenges in my life as well as self-improvement process for me to reach the heights and goals that I've set for myself. All right, so we're going back to where we left off in the previous live stream. This is the fourth of, I believe, the fourth and the final live stream today. That's not much of a marathon. I said it was a marathon. It's not much of a marathon, but whatever. Close enough. This is the fourth live stream continuing off of a sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project dedicated to basics, decontamination, purification, and maintenance. Long story short, all that verbal jargon just really means the basics that you would need to get along in life, putting a roof over your head, making sure that you get enough sleep, that you actually wake up on time to get to work, to do business, to do whatever it is that's important to your obligations and to your life, really. And really, when I say you, of course, I mean me. This is me basically kind of living out and capturing everything that needs to be captured so that I can actually get my life sorted out together. Because right now, it's been, I guess, 3 months of hell. And so you take a look in the title, take a look on stream. What you see is what you get, sorry. And today, in the fourth live stream and final live stream, we will cover devices. So electronics, devices. You even see Rogers in the title. I decided to put Rogers in there because that's actually one of the I guess service providers I'm going to be using. And of course, we have some equipment. A lot of it's from Dollarama. And all these electronics are going to be things that I'm going to try to cover in the next 15 minutes, as well as delivering the take-home message at the very end of the live stream. So stay tuned to that. Actually, I might able to just say it right now, but to be honest, I want to say it now, but the take-home message usually takes about 2-3 minutes. And the thing is, I don't really have enough time I'm not sure if I can cover all this in time, so they'll do the most important things first. Most importantly, though, I should actually go down here, the previous live stream, just because that's where actually we left off. Before we get to the devices in just about 30 seconds, I just want to say, obviously, we cleaned up the previous live stream just about 10 minutes ago. This is a marathon. The previous live stream was on groceries, right? So if you were there, I don't think anybody was there. But needless to say, all this stuff here, we have grocery items, class 1 items. I wanted to organize and sort them out. I have. So there's some stuff here that I want to put inside the bag that I'm bringing to work before I talk about the devices. So I put the bananas in here on the previous live stream. Now I also forgot to mention that there were spoons. So I'm going to put those spoons inside this bag, the Wendy's bag that I said I'm actually going to reuse. And of course, all these items here, I'm going to take all the stuff that can spill very easily and move them up on top of this bed mattress right here. So right here, I'm going to leave the food that might actually spill because it's a better platform than leaving it down there because I can see it and I won't bump into it. All the food packaging that aren't boxed up, I can keep it here, especially, this one actually, this chocolate stuff has to go up here for sure. And then, but this stuff here, the oatmeal and the meal replacement can go downstairs. So that's what we have. I forgot to mention that there's some garbage as well, but that you can see in the live stream. I can actually cover in this live stream because it does say trash. So it makes sense for me to actually cover in this live stream along with the devices. So the inside here actually has, again, this is the bag that I've been using for almost 2 months now. Tim Hortons, Canadian coffee donut chain. If not, I don't know where you're coming from, but anyways, inside there's some garbage there. Like I said, I put my supplements as well as some utensils inside when I go to work to eat dinner. Inside here we have this little bag here too that I forgot to mention is actually from one of my colleagues' birthday. So I kept it again just to show appreciation for that on stream, but I'm going to put it back in here and it's all garbage now. So this garbage, that's all recyclables. Just toss it on top of there. This is food I'm going to keep, just snack foods, and this is stuff that I'm going to bring to work. Everything up there, obviously, I'm going to actually bring downstairs these 2 replacements for breakfast. Now, with that being said, of course, we're back to devices, and that's where we should be at. So devices here, there's quite a lot of stuff to get through, and I do believe I can separate into 2 portions. So this is region D. I have mentioned before in my previous live streams how I divide my room up according, again, this is like, do you run a business? Just tell me, do you run a business? If you run a business, you know shipping and receiving, right? If you've ever done a job, well, you get what I mean when I say I'm applying inventory fundamentals to my personal life. So this area here is region A, B, C, the closet, D, all this here, D, 1, 2, 3, and 4, E, F, and G. And so really, the way I would say is that in D2 right there, we have some devices. D1, there's some stuff down there. And we also have area A right here on the table. We have some devices here as well, or some stuff for devices. You can see the cell phone pouches as well as this USB cable. So we and this thing here, the clamp for this live stream, which I'm supposed to use but I don't. Also this old pouch. So right here and right there. All right. So why don't we start on this side here and cover the most urgently needed things. In fact, I should grab that from the from my laptop right here. You see this. So this thing is a source of a lot of pain, I have to say. So what happened is over the course of some more storytelling, I suppose, if you're into that kind of stuff. But basically, you know how people say to pull by the plug and not by the cord. I listen to that all the time, but the thing is, this is for my charger. For the phone that I'm actually live streaming with. And so what happens is sometimes I plug it in and then it's actually, say, the plug outlet is too high, so I put it on the bed. Sometimes the phone falls and it drags down. Needless to say, it pulled, I guess, one too many times and then the cord stopped working. And that was such a cause for hell because suddenly I don't have a way to charge my phone. And the biggest issue was I had to go and find a USB Type-C. And I had no idea it was so difficult to sift through all the different versions, and I actually wasted about almost $15. So I'm going to show you right here some items here, devices. So we have here this USB Type-C. I was successful. Finally, I actually got a USB Type-C. We have 1, 2, and I bought 2 just in case because I was so pissed off at how much money I wasted. But basically, and it doesn't really matter. If you actually do any sort of management, you know that, $10 is nothing. Time is money. That's the most important commodity. So USB Type-C right here, especially for the Ahn Rho Project, right? Very relevant to this project, time management. So these two here are USB Type-C. If you live in Canada, you know Dollarama. Again, very cheap, $4, $4 each. I bought 2. I'm going to take out the packaging here. You see in the title, it does say trash packaging. So obviously it helps that I should just do this on stream, take it out. I already have it out. And this is actually about 10 feet in length, so basically roughly that's converted about 3 meters, again in Canada, so we use the metric system. Needless to say, these 2 items here I'm going to keep. I can throw away the packaging. What I can do is probably I can take out this clear plastic part, sorry, and I can take one of these boxes and use it as keeps and put the cord inside. Otherwise, I can take it, I can just take the 2 cords and just dump it in here. That's the shelving unit for all the, I guess, the devices and electronics. At the same time, I have 2 pouches, so while we're in region A right now, I can say this clamp I'm supposed to use for this live stream, if I ever get the chance to. I haven't, because obviously I'm moving around. This is the logistical review as well as BMDP sub-series of the Ahn Rho Project, which focuses on, physical items. So I have to actually move around a lot. Because of that, I can't actually use a clamp. But there's 2 of them here for shits and giggles. One day I'll actually get to use it. But the most important part, just sorting everything out, making sure it's clean. 2 new cell phone pouches, each of them $15. Toss them in here. Finally have a place to put it. So it's looking cleaner now. Nice. This is the cell phone pouch I'm using right now. It's completely dilapidated. It's something that I guess it's all broken. It looks disgusting, isn't it? Look at that shit. It's like a wrinkly old man. Needless to say, I have a lot of respect for old man, by the way. Wisdom, lots of wisdom. And I'm going to pick this, okay? Put this back into my pocket and say that for now, region A, which is this office area of the room, seems to be at least cleared of all the devices that I need to do. Again, this is from the previous live stream. Again, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you can find it. The previous live stream 10 minutes ago, I just covered on this marathon all the food items. So that has to be washed, obviously. So we're back here in D1. So I mean D2, D1, D2, D3, and D4. D3. What the hell, man? All right, so D3 has all the business materials that we're going to cover tomorrow morning. It's a real rush. Again, tomorrow morning I have to do this. I have to do the Ahn Rho Project, this sort of stuff, and then I have to go to work. So it's going to be a real mess. I don't know if I can get it done in time. Needless to say, we're back here with D2, and we have all this equipment here. So I said that this is stuff that I need to keep. This is a keeps as well. Toss that into right here. I'm moving too fast for the camera. I got to slow down a little bit. I admit I'm in a bit of a rush. I should go sleep right now. Okay. So this garbage. I'm going to recycle this, I guess. The plastic can be recycled as well. All that kind of shit. Now we have some stuff here that I think that I covered in the previous live stream, but not in enough detail. And so I see about maybe I have about 4 minutes left. So these are the three failed purchases for Lightning. So this is Lightning. That means TM for iPhone, trademarked for iPhones. This is stuff that I can't use. And I purchased, so you see $4, $4, another $3.50, so maybe about plus tax 13% up here in Ontario. So you could say roughly about, I don't know, about $15 wasted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give this as a gift. So Merry Christmas. Christmas comes early to my colleagues. I don't know who. I guess I should probably let them know that, I'm not sick with like COVID or anything like that, because obviously otherwise it's just not good to exchange gifts like that in the whole pandemic situation. Needless to say, I have to find a way to deal with this. Maybe I'll give it to my brother if I can't give it to a colleague of mine, but I don't want to throw this away. Obviously iPhone USB, as well as this one down there is a micro USB, so if anyone has an older version of Android, Merry Christmas, just give it to them. Now this is some funny shit right here. Now we have a USB and also a SDHC kind of thing right here. I don't know what the fuck that is. I guess it's for a small camera. That's why I bought it, and I do have one. And so I was talking about in a previous live stream how this was kind of funny because I'm a 90s baby. So listen, take a look at this. $4 for 16 gigabytes. Where the hell are you going to do that? When did we reach to this point, huh? I go to the dollar store, I pick up a USB, 16 gigabytes worth of space for $4. That's impressive. I remember the days where I used to use a goddamn floppy disk when I was in grade school in the library, man, like floppy disk, right? Dial up, AOL. Oh, good times. Anyways, this kind of stuff, obviously I had to take the packaging out and then discard it. More recyclables, but obviously I'm keeping the chips. And I'm going to do that off stream. Obviously I can't do that while I'm holding the camera. So I'm going to leave this right here. Hopefully I can get it done tomorrow morning. Same thing with this packaging here, honestly. And same thing with the cord here. Well, this cord is fine. I'm going to leave it over there. So I'm going to use this cord instead, by the way. I'm going to use that USB Type-C instead of, well, where is it? There's a black one that I guess is missing now. I can't find it. I probably threw it in here. Needless to say, that's for the new phone. So I'm going to replace the new phone's USB Type-C cord with this one that I bought from Dollarama. And that's that. And then remove the packaging for that. Oh, there it is. Here. This is the USB cord. Okay. So that being said, that's pretty much all. I think that's not all the devices. I must be missing something. I always miss something because obviously, oh, there we go. There we go. Some straps. Now this is some tooled equipment I'm actually bringing to work. Straps. I have a drop leg, believe it or not. But it's actually for carrying a utility knife when I go to work, because I work in a warehouse. I'm actually the guy right smack dab between shipping and receiving and production and assembly. And I work in a warehouse that manufactures protective equipment, so workplace equipment, for about 4 years now. Just COVID-19 happened to be convenient. Needless to say, I need to repair the drop leg because it's broken, so I bought a new one. Bought some straps, and I'm going to do some DIY on that and get that ready. So I'm going to take out the tab. Again, this is going to be garbage you see up here. Needless to say, I have about a minute left, so I'm going to deliver a take-home message. I think that's all I can cover today right now. That's the end of today's content. So the last bit, of course, take-home message, most importantly, what is that? Every single day I do this. Every time I do a live stream. Take care of yourself, take care of your health, take care of your finances, take care of the people that you care for, that you love. Make sure that you become a strong, disciplined, responsible individual. Not trying to be preachy. I'm just saying that because obviously I'm trying to practice that and embody that, and then have that ingrained into my attitude as well as my behavior. And hopefully every time, every iteration, after tens of thousands of times and constantly improving on this motto, I become where I reach the summit, what I'm aiming for, what I aim to become. With that being said, obviously, that hopefully is an understanding that you share for yourself, that you can't really contribute anything of value to the ones that you care for unless you yourself are a strong and independent individual. The best thing you can do for them is to make sure that they don't have to worry about you. Okay, so with that being said, this is the Ahn Rho Project. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see a better version of all of you as well as myself in the next live stream. And tomorrow morning, we will continue, I think, with business materials as well as possibly some workplace and relationships. Oh, health, disease, whatever. See you tomorrow. This is Ahn Rho signing out. Ciao. Thanks for tuning in.